Hello everybody, welcome back to Red Shirt Video. We are getting a rainstorm out. I got the generator fired up so I can have some lights in here. Well, as you may have seen last week, I wasn't able to come up here and do any work, but I was able to make a day trip. My truck was out of the shop and running, at least for the time being, and I was able to bring a load of stuff up here, unload that. And then as soon as I got that unloaded, I ran back into town, picked up another load of stuff, and brought it out, delivered it. Then I drove back to where I live, which is 2 hours away. As you might have seen in that video, I was unloading some PVC sheets that look like marble, which is going to be for the bathroom, the shower walls. And we got the shower pan here. That's ready to be put together. Right here you'll see I got this off of Amazon. So because of the shape of that shower pan, it's hard to find a shower rod that it has that kind of an arc. And so I was really stumped as to what I was going to do. I did a lot of studying on Amazon and looking around on YouTube and stuff, and kind of just hard to find something that's going to work. And so I went with the route that presented itself. What I got is these rails. These rails are kind of a soft aluminum, and you can take them and bend them into an arc. And then they have some rollers that slide onto this track, and they'll have a little hook for a shower curtain. There's also some ceiling mounts that slide onto the upper portion and screw into the ceiling. So you can make this the shape that it needs to be, and then you just buy a shower curtain that's going to go inside that rail. If I haven't already shown you, I will show you a picture that I did with AI as to what that bathroom is going to look like. Now, I already have everything to finish out that bathroom except for the vanity light. In this video, you would have seen me remove the old vanity, and I brought a new one that's it matches these in build quality. It's much better, solid wood, better build quality. It has 2 drawers instead of just doors. So in the bathroom, the women folk can put their brushes and their curling irons or whatever you need to put in a drawer. In addition, a lot of the model homes that we have looked at, what they do now, especially in tight spaces, is they'll take an upper cabinet that has some shelves in it and a door, and they'll mount it on top of that cabinet. And I started looking, and lo and behold, I found a couple right here. I don't need two. I kind of figured in my head that I might need a 10-inch, give or take, 10-inch wide. I could go up to 12-inch, I believe, and I could go down a little bit if I need to. Well, I found a guy on Facebook that had a weekend place that he had built. It was a 1,000 square foot barn dominium that they built and had built, and he did some of the work. And they ordered a bunch of cabinets to finish everything out, and the order got messed up, and he didn't realize it till much later, and he couldn't return these 2 items right here. This is a 12-inch, and this is a 9-inch, so one of these is going to work. I think maybe the 12-inch, but we will decide. We will see which one fits our application the best. The other one maybe can go in the kitchen. We'll see. Don't know. If not, maybe I'll sell it. Let me tell you a story because these cabinets are expensive. All of these cabinets. If you go to like finish out uh, a house or a cabin or whatever it is your project, whatever it is you're doing, it is not uncommon to start at 150 and go up from there. You could probably $400 or $500 for a cabinet. I don't know. Not uncommon to pay a couple $100 a piece. Um, most of my cabinets are about $75 is where I'm sitting at. These two, the guy paid $200 a piece. They were special order. I have looked them up based on the brand name and based on the model numbers that are on these boxes here. And yes, indeed, they come anywhere from 185 to 2 1/4. So yes, 200 a piece. He paid. He kept telling me. We stayed there and talked a long time, and he kept telling me, "I'm pretty sure I paid in the range of $400 a piece total." It was an hour drive for me to pick these up. Why would I drive an hour to go pick these up? Well, he had them listed, I believe, for $125 total, and he had them marked down to $50. And I was unsure if I wanted to drive an hour. I was unsure if these were actually what I wanted, one of these. I was unsure if it was going to work out. But sometimes when I'm unsure of something, I'll throw a price out there, like putting a hook in the water. If it gets taken, then okay, I'm in on it. I offered the guy $40. He was asking. He had marked it down to 50. I offered him 40, and he said sure. So I drove an hour. I picked these up. I got $20 in them each. I can use one and probably sell the other one and get my $40 back if that's what I choose to do. A side benefit was I had a friend that I hadn't seen in probably 4 years, 5 years, and he lived 8 blocks away from where I picked these up, so I was able to go visit him, and we had a real good time. But anyway, um, I am gonna sample one of these in the bathroom just to see what it looks like, and I'm not going to take the cover off yet. I don't think, because I don't need to get it dusty and dirty just yet. But size wise, I want to see kind of what it's going to look like. That is exactly what you see in the model homes. That is crazy. Wow. Yeah, so you have the drawers down here, and then this will be a door with shelves in it. I already have the clear bowl that goes right here, and then a waterfall type faucet. I've already got a mirror that goes right here. That is too cool. So I thought I didn't have enough sheetrock, and I was looking at all the pieces and scraps that I have, and I think I'm going to have enough that I can get this wall done. May not look the best, but it doesn't have to because it's going to have paneling over it. So here we go. I'm going to lift it up, and this will be the last whole sheet that I have to deal with, I think. Oh no, don't do that. Get up there. Okay. All right. Okay. Sounds like it's raining outside again. Now, I didn't have to cut that piece or anything. It was left over. Is that not too cool or what? Last piece. Last piece. I'm going to show you around a little bit, and then I want to thank you for being here, and it's really coming together. If I had another month of days to work, might be able to get finished. Really like that wall. Waiting to get those doors installed permanently and trimmed out. There's the butcher block, still need to get that installed. There's some scraps of cedar. I'm going to cut those down and use them for trim work. If you look there on the floor, there's, I don't know what, 12 pieces of cedar left, and I don't remember what I started out with, but maybe 140, 170, 200, I don't remember, but that's the last of it. And I'm going to rip that down and use it for trim around the windows and up above where the paneling meets the ceiling. If you look right there, that is the last of all of the paneling that I have. And I just have a few spots left to finish up, little spots. And then I'll be able to either do something with that or burn it or trash it or whatever. But yeah. Kitchen cabinets, I'm ready to set those permanently so they'll be where they are. And then I can drill down through and get the plumbing for the sink done. And then once I get all those set, I'll be able to take this butcher block and start putting it on top. Before I do any of that, I'm going to paint, so I'll get a good clean paint and I won't have to be going behind or around a lot of stuff. So in here in the bathroom, really didn't do much. I just brought the new cabinet down, and there you can see the other two cabinets. I did get this piece on the back wall. It's just temporarily sitting there, and once I get the shower installed, I will cut that to the proper width and glue it up. But that's the last piece of paneling. There was one piece above the door. I got that done. I'm still going to have to do a little sliver of sheetrock and paneling on the left side of this door. but that should be the last piece of paneling. So today in the bedroom, I got the piece done above the door, and then there was also a little bit on the top of that wall right there. So I got all that done. I got it caulked. I got this wall caulked. This little bit of sheetrock that you see right here is all that I have left, and those little strips right there. The next time I have my truck here, I'll be hauling those home. But yeah, I got it done. I still had to glue the left side of the closet door. I glued that up. And then over here on the side of the closet, I had to glue that up. The window, I got that all paneled today. I got the upper section paneled, and I paneled above behind the closet. I lacked one little piece of sheetrock inside the closet opposite this piece right here. I got that done. There is no paneling. I would love to have paneling, but I'm out. I got a bunch of scraps, so I may scrap it. And I'm out of sheetrock. So I've got some 1/2-inch wafer board plywood that I may be going to put up there, or I also may see if I can get some more cedar culls. I would need about probably 5 or 6 8-foot long boards, and then I could redo that. I did get the wiring. I had a outlet for a light up there, and I took it out because I'm going to use, you can see there, I got the boxes, 2 of those LED lights. Don't really need 2, but since I got that 2x4 in the middle there, I'm just going to put one in this section and one in that section, and we will be able to see in that closet, guarantee. As we back up, yes, I got the underneath the window and around the window, but I thought I needed 2 more sheets of sheetrock. Turns out I had one here, and I had enough cutoffs that I was able to get all the sheetrock done on that wall. Therefore, I was able to get all of the paneling done on that wall. I still need to caulk it, but yeah, I didn't expect to get all that done today, and I'm very happy because now I would be ready for paint in this room once I caulk. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you tuning in. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and come back next week and see what we get into. Thank you. I am going to cut, I believe it was 8 for each end, 8 more cross pieces, and install those. Once that loft is out, I'll have those installed. So then take that loft out, and what I'm going to do is, if you follow the rafters coming up from the sidewall and then across and then down, I'm going to put some kind of wood up there, maybe tongue and groove pine or cedar or something, and have a vaulted ceiling, so it'll make this place feel even bigger. But that's pretty much the grand tour. And I guess the building will begin. Well, it feels like we're up on a deck when you go out looking down that hillside. That's a good view. Boy, that's a good view.